welcome to another tutorial. This is Crafty JoJo from Studio 8, and today I want to show you how I made these cute little boxes that exactly fit around the little jewelry sets that I've got here. And actually these are from Avon, and when they come like this. And I was not really impressed with the packaging and thought, well, if you want to give away this as a gift, you would need a nicer packaging. So this is what I came up with, and I think these look really awesome, and even the jewelry set is really pretty. Look at it, how sparkly it is. So I'm going to show you how I made these. I have two more sets here actually. I've got three because the blue one here is there as well. So I still have three more to make, but yeah, really pretty. By the way, I apologize for the state of my fingernails, but I had to take off my nails because I was moving to bigger premises. So Studio 8 is now in bigger premises, and I've left the Allendale Forge Studios, so I'm now in my own shop. And yeah, that's why I had to take my nails off, and they are in an awful mess, but I promised to make these, and people have been waiting for like 3 days now, because it's 3 days ago that I posted this box. So what I've used is extra thick white cardstock, and this one is hammered cardstock. I quite like it because it adds some texture to the box. And the Stampin' Up! Oh So Eclectic die set. And this is the diamond here. You see these 3 diamonds. I used mirror cardstock in silver to cut these out, and just put 3 on it. Here you go, just 3 of them and 3 little sparkly bits, and that was it. So what you need to do to make this box, first of all, it is easy peasy. You will see, you say, oh, this was not really a secret when you see how I do it. So this is the hammered side, so I'm going to use the back side to make my drawing, and the jewelry comes with this cutout. That's the backing, and all I did was I placed it on my cardstock and traced it like so, and then I used my clear ruler with a grid on it. So this is the bottom of my box, and because I've traced the outlines, this will fit inside here perfectly. You are going to see. So the next thing you do is you take your grid ruler, and it has markings. So for the box, the bottom of the box, I'm going to use this distance. So I'm using the line right below the 2 as reference, and I align the grid at line 2 with this line, and I just generously make a line, and I do this with all 5 sides. Is it 5? Yes. So make sure you align right below the 2 with your pencil mark here. So the 2 again, align it, draw across, and make sure that the lines cross because you will need them as well, all the way down. So align this like this. You ensure that everything is parallel, and then all you need to do is really cut this out. So this is the bottom of my box, and I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to use my big scissors. So you could use the paper trimmer really if you wanted to, but I'm just going to use the scissors here. So here we go. Take your time, make sure that you are right on the line, and cut it straight so it doesn't go wonky. Otherwise, if you are unable to do this by hand, use the paper trimmer and just quickly cut these off, because these are going to be the side walls of your box, so you want them really the same height. So the next thing you need to do is you want these side walls to fold up, so you would need to use your ruler and align. I'm using the 7 here, this line with my line below. You just place it right to the corner, and you draw this line here, and you do exactly, and you do the same with all your lines. So you align it here. I don't know if it's still in the frame. It's difficult for me to stay in frame and also see what I'm doing. So very important, you must make sure that your lines that you draw are in a 90 degrees angle to your side. So as you can see, you cannot use this line as reference. You must use this line as your reference when you align it, because if you use this, that line would go wonky and would be uneven. So it needs to be in a 90 degrees angle, 90 degrees. Same here. So I'm now using this line as a reference to get the 90 degrees angle. And then again, same here. We want 90 degrees everywhere. So you are creating the side walls of your box. Like so. And the last one. So I'm aligning this. So this is, at this point, what you should have. And I'm going to cut away these little uneven bits, just like so. So this is the next bit you will have. And now it's time to score. I'm going to start scoring on all these 4 sides, just using my ruler and the metal side here, because I'm using my stylus, and going to just score it. So this is going to basically be the outline of my box, so that the side walls easily fold inwardly. So here we go. Like so. And like so. And now we need to score our flaps, because one is a score line and one is a cut line, and then this triangle will be the flap that allows it to glue together. So I'm going to score this, and I skip this line because this is the cut line. I'll score this one, and I skip this one because it's a cut line, and so on and so forth. So all the way around, score it, skip it. This one I have, okay, score it, skip it, score it, skip it, and this has already been done. So now we have scored. You can see it maybe on the back side. The next thing to do is, because this one I can feel I have scored, so this is my first cut line, and you have tried to be precise right into the corner. So this is how you cut it. And now you should have all these. Now the next thing to do is burnish, fold and burnish, and also fold your flap. And because this is extra thick cardstock, it is actually quite hard. I'm applying quite a bit of pressure. Probably my camera is moving because I'm shaking the table when doing this, but it's worth the effort, because the more neatly you burnish your fold lines, your score lines, the nicer your box will work out. So now you can already see how things are coming together. So all that's left to do is really add some glue to all these folds, and look and see, this is what I meant. I haven't worked really nicely and precisely, but I can. Let's see, this side is perfect, this side isn't. Well, I'll just pretend this hasn't happened. Okay, so here we go. We don't need much Tombow because this is really nice glue, sticks like hell. So we want to be precise in the corners here, make really sharp edges, try to align it well. Go for the next one. There you go. Really nice. Okay. And then we have this one here. And I'm pressing it so that the height difference is invisible now. Lucky me, was able to kind of cheat a bit. And this one, can you see how I'm pressing, and then the height difference actually equals itself out, so we'll still get there. And the last one, this one I cannot avoid, but never mind, it's handmade. Okay, so I'm going to press as hard as I can. And I'm tempted to cut this, but I'm not, because this is going to be more wonky than if I leave it as it is. Alright, so this is your bottom box done. And now you use this box as your template and you trace around your big box, because now you can see. Take this pink one. So I'm going to put this inside here, this inside here, and this pretty set fits perfectly in it. And now we need a lid. So again, we are going to take a piece of the extra thick cardstock. So you're going to place it on your paper. I don't know what I made here because I actually gave away too much space. Normally I make one box from one piece, but I haven't really paid attention on my placement, so there you go. So this box is going to sit in this corner, and I'm just going to take my pen and carefully trace around, and this will ensure, because we've traced around, the lid will be slightly bigger than the box and therefore fit snugly over it. And we do the same procedure, but this time I'm not going to use the two, I'm below the line below the two, I'm going to use the line on top of the two as reference, and I'm going to trace around. That's the right one. So here's my two. Here we go. Here's my two and one down. There we go. This would be the two and one down. I still have to extend that line here. It's just so meeting. And this is below the two. And then same procedure again. You cut it out with your big scissors and you put the lines in place. Oops. Like so. Alright, this is my lid for this box, and I need to do exactly the same again. Need to put my side lines in, and remember they need to be in a 90 degrees angle, so that you get a straight box and not a wonky one. Here we go. So you really need a ruler that is transparent and has a grid on. I think this is the Tim Holtz ruler, but I'm not 100% sure. At least I bought it in this Tim Holtz section of Hobbycraft. So there you go. See? Whoa, straight, just so. And straight. So here we go again. Now that you've put your lines in, you're going to cut the corners, and then you start scoring. Then you put your lid together just like I did with the bottom of the box, and you will see that your lid fits beautifully over it. Scoring. First I score the inside shape of my lid, and then I'm going to do my flaps. Oops, that moved. This is the disadvantage of this ruler. As it's transparent, it can move on paper because it doesn't have this foam or cork underneath, and that's why it can slide on paper. So you get wonky score lines, and wonky score lines result in a wonky lid. Okay, so again I'm going to start scoring my side wall, and I skip the next one, the next line, score and skip, score here, skip that one, score here and skip that one, and the last one, score here and skip that one. Then you take your scissors, and as you've scored here, this is the cut line. So we're going to cut here and here and here and here and here. Again, you would need to burnish and fold. Try to make crisp lines, which is slightly more challenging on extra thick cardstock than it would be on the standard one, but it's worth it. You could use standard cardstock and really double the side walls so you wouldn't see, because here you can actually see the fold, but I personally don't think that this is a problem, so I didn't. But if you want it really neat and want the flaps that you use to glue your box together invisible, you would need to double the side walls. That means you have to do the first distance and then the second again here, and then you can fold it inwards to basically cover up your flaps, but I didn't do it. So this is my lid ready to be glued together, and then my lid will fit on this box and it's ready to be decorated. It's really not rocket science, and this is what I often do. I just take the measurements of the object and work around it. So, oh, I forgot something. Don't glue it yet. I forgot something. Stop. Silly me. What you are going to do... No, this is the wrong punch. What you should do is make sure you put, because this is the lid, put a little thumb gap in each of the long sides of your lid, so that you actually can easily pull the lid off the box. Okay, sorry. And the 1-inch circle punch actually would be better. I used the 1/4 because I couldn't find my 1-inch one, but never mind. Where was my glue? Here. So again, once you've done that, you're ready to glue your box lid together. You'll glue it. Here we go. And here we go. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, I really like Tombow. It's so sticky. You get very sticky fingers from it, but it actually sticks in the blink of an eye, and you can let go of it and it won't come undone. So really nice glue. Though if you've got it on your fingers, you got sticky fingers. So this is your lid. Make sure that you align it nicely. And then I use my bone folder like so at the inside again. And this is my lid that will now fit on this box. Ta-da! That's your box done. All that's left to do is die cut the elements, which I'm not going to do on camera because you probably all know how to die cut. So as I said before, it's the coordinating die set from the also eclectic stamp bundle, and I use this one, and this creates this pretty. So I did 3 from mirror cardstock plus 3 diamonds, and that's my box finished. Lovely, isn't it? So I hope you like this little tutorial, and if you also love Avon and you might buy some necklace, or I'm actually doing Avon as well, so I'm selling Avon stuff, and I like to offer pretty packaging, and I think this looks much better than the original plastic bubble wrap there, for a piece of jewelry to give away. So yeah, hope you like it. Let me know what you think. Maybe drop a comment, and thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. The button is there in the right corner, and also in the description box of this video you find the links to my blog, my Facebook group, and my Etsy store, and all sorts. So please feel free to join my Facebook group if you haven't done so yet. My Facebook page you can follow my blog, whatever you like. I always love to hear from you, and thanks for watching, and happy crafting. Bye.